I'm 17 years old and a senior high school student. I'm in the STEM strand, meaning that we specialize in sciences and mathematics. And for me, I have a complicated relationship with math, and this is my journey about it. When I was in grade 1, I was chosen to represent the school in a math contest. A couple of weeks after being the team, I got replaced. I couldn't follow the coach's instructions. At 6 years old, I didn't fully understand what was happening. All I felt was that math was not for me. So when my math teacher in grade 4 asked me to join the team again, the first thing that came to mind was, what if I fail again? But something in me wanted to try one more time. And that decision changed everything. For the next few years, I was trained every single day. It was spent solving worksheets, revisiting formulas, and reviewing lessons, even on weekends. As with all things done through practice, things finally paid off. I won in district and division levels. I placed third in the regional competition. I felt capable and different from my younger self. But I also learned how heavy success can feel. Nakaka-pressure kasi. I expected more from myself. Every high score felt like a pressure to go even higher. Those thoughts had drained me. And that's when I stepped back, stepped out of my comfort zone, and joined other competitions. Then, from learning math subjects in school, I realized something, that life is like calculus. In calculus, the derivative tells you the rate of change. It doesn't just tell you where you are, it tells you how fast you're moving, whether you're rising, slowing down, or falling. And that's exactly how life feels. There are moments where everything accelerates, the achievements pile up, the confidence rises, the graph shoots upward. And then there are moments where the progress slows down, the curve dips, when it feels like you're going backwards. But in calculus, a downward slope doesn't mean failure. It simply means change. Then there's the integral, the part where you don't look at one moment, but everything combined. An integral adds up all the tiny pieces to show the whole area. Every small effort, every try, every pause, every mistake that felt discouraging, every victory no one applauded. They all mattered, and not one moment defined me, but the sum of all did. As Miss Angela Duckworth, the author of the book Grit, said, success is not a one time event, it is a continuous journey. So now, let me describe three lives. One man is rejected over 1,000 times for a recipe no one believes in. Another is born in a financially struggling home. Another is told that he lacks imagination, fired from his job and watches business after business fail. If we met them at that point in their lives, most people would think they're behind. But history didn't stop where we usually stop counting. The people I just described were Colonel Sanders, Celine Dion, and Walt Disney. What changed wasn't their talent. What changed was time. In calculus, we don't judge a function at one point and declare it a failure. We look at how it behaves over time. And maybe that's where I got life wrong. Because when we measure too early, we mistake delay for defeat. In my case, I mistook rejection for inability. And most of us, if not all, mistake slow moment for the end of the story. But it's not the finale that really matters. It's the process of getting there. You won't reach the right answer when you ignore the steps, the struggles no one sees, the tiny improvements no one celebrates, the days when you keep going even when the graph is going down. And that's what undoing became for me. Undoing the idea that growth only counts when it's visible. Undoing the pressure to always be winning, always improving, always ahead. Undoing meant letting go of the fear that rest equals failure. Undoing meant allowing myself to be a student again, not just someone chasing results, but someone learning deeply. I had to undo the idea that being valuable meant being exceptional all the time, that being worthy meant being ranked, that numbers had the final say on who I was becoming. Because in calculus, a single data point doesn't define the function. A momentary dip does not cancel the entire curve. And a pause does not erase the area already built. Growth is not fragile. It doesn't disappear the moment you slow down. It accumulates, even in silence. And today, here's what I know. Your value, it is not a score. Your growth is not a straight graph. And your journey cannot be measured by any number. It is measured by the courage you show every single day to keep moving forward, even when the graph is going down. There is a quote often attributed to mathematician Henri Poincaré that says, mathematics is the art of giving the same name to different things. And maybe that's what life is teaching us too. We call it failure, we call it delay, we call it falling behind. But sometimes it's just growth, changing its rate. And now that I know what I know, what truly matters is not where the graph ends, but everything that was added along the way. Thank you.